Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. Ricky Gervais explains why he won't apologize for his jokes. Everybody knows that Ricky Gervais blew Hollywood, or ripped Hollywood a new one with his jokes. And he says they're just jokes, but he went full on, full board, no holds barred. He basically tore them a new one. So we're going to get into this article by Cineblend, and let's get into it. Ricky Gervais returned to host the 77th annual Golden Globe ceremony for the 5th time. The comedian, who has been criticized by some for being mean-spirited while hosting, has admitted that he's never understood the controversy surrounding his past hosting jobs. But he won't apologize for his jokes. In fact, the host recently explained why that's not something he does anymore. Ricky Gervais, who's being replaced as Golden Globes host by Tina Fey and Amy Poehler in 2021, let's face it, he got replaced because they couldn't control him. So that's just a side note. As a comedian in an era where comedians are facing heightened scrutiny surrounding the things they say or have said in the past. Take, for example, Saturday Night Live's firing of comedian Shane Gillis, who saw past jokes land him in hot water. However, when it comes to comedy, Ricky Gervais believes that it's more of a sliding scale rather than a window to a comedian's soul. On whether he's ever tempted to apologize, Ricky Gervais said, or had this to say: "You mustn't, because that's the end. The end of satire and the erosion of freedom of speech based on people's feelings will have a catastrophic effect. It's not just that comedians will be a bit grumpy or won't be able to say things. It's not the same as not allowing Bernard Manning to say the N-word on TV. It's something much, much darker and more Orwellian. It really is." He's right. It's an attack on free speech. Comedians are allowed to cross certain lines. They always have been, always should be, and always will be. Oh, pardon me. But yeah, they are continuing to go after him, and they shouldn't. Anyway, that's not to say that Ricky Gervais doesn't regret any of his jokes. He's said as much, most recently admitting his regret over the Golden Globes joke he made about Tim Allen. In an interview with The Spectator, the comedian mentioned, "There are a lot of things I say I don't believe, but that work was a joke." Also noting that comedians can't please everyone. No, they really can't, not anymore. While Gervais doesn't think his fellow comedians should apologize either, he feels that it is up to each individual comedian to decide how best to handle feedback. He, in fact, also mentioned he's deleted jokes on Twitter before. Per Gervais, "I don't think they should have to apologize. But it's up to them. I've seen actors say terrible things and they say sorry because they've got a film coming out the next day. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. I do it, or I don't do it on principle. I don't mean I never apologize. That would make me a psychopath. I mean, I don't back down and I don't try to change history. I evolve. I'm sure I've told jokes 10 years ago that I wouldn't tell now because they wouldn't fly." Comedy is about growth after all of this. And, or as it were, Ricky Gervais didn't seem to set off any major alarms when hosting Golden Globes on January 5th, though there were quite a few awkward jokes made during the opening monologue. If you're feeling up for more comedy, be sure to check out our list of funniest comedy specials on Netflix. So yeah, he'll never apologize, and he shouldn't apologize. No comedian should apologize for doing what they do. If you can't handle the jokes, that's your problem. And I think that he has every right to say what he has to say. I think he has every right to joke however he wishes to joke. And if people don't like it, they could suck it up, Buttercup. You're an adult. Most of you are adults. And guess what? You should have thicker skin than what you currently have if you're whining about what Ricky Gervais said at the Golden Globes. Anyway, folks, that's the video. You all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know down in the comments below what you all think. Do you think Ricky Gervais should apologize, or do you think he shouldn't? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. This has been Orange Hat Reviews. Get you all on the next one.